So let's load into your game and see whether I can do anything to help you. Well, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Welcome, Queeg Head Taker. All right. Okay. So first things first, I think your fields are way too large, but I don't think that's the main issue here, but I do think that they're too big. They're like what? Hold on, we're still paused, so let's just try to create a field that's about the same size here. Yeah, that's like 4 or 5 Morgan. Oh my god, that's huge. And you only have that one farm? How does that even work? Do you get anything out of your production? So you've been buying... You haven't made much trade here. That's weird. Anyway, let's have a look. What did I want to... Okay, let's see here. Past 12 months. Let's have a look. You know, you're not getting anything really out of your fields because they're way too big. Again, I don't think that's the underlying issue here, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind. Now, anyway, you have 77 families and your logging camps are here. So do you have a work area set up? No. And do you have... Yeah, there's an ox in that one. There is no ox in that one. You have 20 oxen. That's pretty cool. Okay, seriously, those fields are too big. Break them up and make... Like... How, I don't even know how that is supposed to work. And then no ox in that one. 2 in that one. And I don't know how old they are, but again, you're not getting any production out of that. But maybe that's because everything is kind of stalling here. Anyway, let's have a look. What else do we have? We have the tannery here. A deep mine there. The manor is under construction. They are not getting logs. You don't have a woodcutter going. You should be overstocking by 20 or something. Yeah, everyone is leveled up. Yeah, most families are leveled up. That's probably not a great idea. Oh my god, there's another... Oh, this is too big. Seriously, that's just too big. I mean, no wonder you'd get no harvest out of your fields. But anyway, Let's have a look. What else can we look at? Tannery, there's the hunting camp there. That's fine. Smithy and Bloomery. Which campaign are you playing? Oh, Fractured Realm. Okay. And we're in July of year 13. We have pasture here. That's fine. So let's unpause this and see. Okay, so there are your oxen that are stuck. So they're not moving at all. Okay. Tailor and Butcher are nice and big. That's smart. Granary is set up to... Okay, this is a huge issue. They should not be accepting any of the grain, but we'll have a look at that in a bit. And they should absolutely also not be doing everything. Yeah, so, yeah, no wonder. I mean, there's no maintenance going on, so... no wonder the buildings are being botched. That's not a problem, though. We're just gonna let this run. There's a clay furnace there. That makes sense. Stuff is being botched. Okay, let's have a look. What I would do is, first things first, we're gonna turn off all of this. None of this has to go into the storehouse. Rubblestone can stay for now. That would be fine. Now, granary. No grain, no flour. None of this should go in there. So that should clean up some of the trips with regard to the saw pit and everything. Now this should be overstocked to 15 or 20. That usually works pretty well. Now the trip from all the way up here to down here is really long as well. So I would be... This was... No, the storehouse? Yeah, that was the storehouse. I would build another storehouse down here. Even if it's not constructed right away. Let's just not do that. Now this does have an ox. And there are people moving. Alright, so okay, let's set this up with a work area here. It's just a bit closer. And we're also gonna help them with a forester. And this logging camp is gonna get... Oops, sorry about the janky camera work. Is gonna get a work area here. And I would also give them a forester to help. And is there... Are we still buying anything here? Okay, so you're exporting sheep if you ever get to that. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Woodcutter here. Wasn't there a third logging camp? This one seems a bit stuck as well. Does this... No, it's probably not because these aren't moving. So what we're gonna do is... Your approval... Taxation. All right, so let's turn off tax. Oh, we can't because this is not getting its construction material. Interesting. So how are we gonna do that? Let's unstaff everything that we don't need. Let's just let's unstaff everyone here and unstaff everyone there. There's nobody in there, and there was another farm up here. We're just gonna forfeit the harvest so that we have more families actually doing stuff. And then let's fast forward this just a little bit and see whether that's just gonna start moving something. There's the sheep farm. We should have someone in the sheep farm. And this should probably also be overstocked to something like 20 or so, with as many plots that you have on level 2. Alright, let's see whether this is actually going to do anything. You're okay with food. Oh, that was the field, not the... You know what? We're also going to set up trade differently, just because we can. If I can find your trade building. Where's your trading post? You are buying stuff, so you have to have a trading post somewhere. Okay, we're gonna turn that off because you have no fuel anyway. And we're gonna turn on the woodcutter instead. Where's your trading post? Where is it? Oh, there is a forester there. Oh, but it's not. Okay, so let's get them going here. And then we can demolish that one. Alright, so there we go. Something happened here. There's stuff happening. Maybe. We're still thinking about it. You still have 6 timber. Let's... Okay, let's see whether anything is gonna happen here. But it does seem like something was gonna happen. Maybe. Maybe. Still looking for your trading post, though. Where is your trading post? Oh, by the way, do you have enough water? Yeah. Where's your trader? I'm not worried about all the botched stuff right now. Where? Where is the trader? Okay, so the storehouse is being built, so that's good. But you've been buying stuff or selling stuff, so you have to have a trading. Where is your trading post? So some of the oxen are moving. That's good. But why can't I find your trading post? Where is it? It's the tavern. What am I blind or something? There we go. There's our storehouse. Now we're gonna set this up with 3 people, and we're gonna turn all of this off as well. Let's just turn everything off. They can do military stuff, I don't mind, but everything else they're just not gonna do. So that, but you see, construction is working. Did you by any chance delete your trading post? Oh no, that's the livestock trader. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, you need more people in your trading post. And let's have a look. What are we trading? Okay, we're gonna import. Okay, so we don't have money. So we're gonna... we can leave that. Yeah, we're gonna import tools up to 10. We're gonna export mortar just to start making money down to 20. I think we have plenty of carrots, so we're gonna export all of that down to 80. And we also, yeah, we have plenty of cabbages, but not enough money to buy them, but that's okay. For now anyway. So we're gonna export pelts down to 0. We're gonna stop importing ore. We're gonna export wool down to 100. We're gonna export. Oh, you're losing so much money here because you're not selling the stuff that's trade items only. We can export this down to 50. This is gonna make you money so quickly. Yeah, you're not exporting any leather because you haven't bought the trade route. And we're also going to stop importing malt. And you're also not exporting any yarn because you haven't bought the trade route. So since we have the livestock trader, we're going to start exporting sheep over... Oops. We're going to start exporting sheep over 50. Because we should get there fairly quickly. Okay, let's unpause. And let's just get 3 people in there. And you're exporting. Yeah, okay. So I see one of your issues is why you're not really making money is because you haven't bought any of the trade routes of the material that you're producing. So for years you've been producing stuff and just haven't sold anything. Yet the stuff that you can sell, or without having to buy the trade route, you're not selling, like pelts. It's not going to make you all that much money, but it's going to make you a bit at least. Like honey and wax and, you know, the pelts and... Anyway, let's see how this continues. Now, of course, we've unstaffed all of the farms. Let's see, did the... No, the oxen haven't moved yet. That's fine. Now, your storehouse up here should not... Okay. Should not be... I just want them to serve this market, but not the other one. Just save them the trip. This market will be served by this storehouse. And that should also be overstocked by 20. Of course, you do have the issue of not producing firewood at the moment. But that, I think, oops, can be changed fairly quickly by adding that. So now we still have 2 family. Yeah, these are too big. Sorry for jumping back and forth with my thoughts here. But yeah, I think people tried to move these dudes. But for some reason, that's not working. Again, we're going to lose this harvest, but I'm not worried about that. Oh, I wanted to check taxation, which I couldn't. Because this is not getting the material. Now, is there any other construction going on? No. Okay, you're gonna have to stop work. You are probably producing spears. Yeah, you can stop that as well, because you have like a shit ton of stuff anyway. You have any... Yeah, you have some units. They're just gonna have to wait. You'd have enough military to hire mercenaries. So the armorer is gonna have to stop as well, just to save some money for now. Right, they still need that log, and there is this logging camp with no storage, nothing in storage. There's this logging camp with nothing in storage. And there was a third one, I believe. Where's the... Actually, we're gonna give them an ox. And since we freed a few families, we're just gonna get 3 people in there. Just, you know, because we can. We're also gonna staff this forester. Oh, there we go. There's another logging camp. Let's just get people in there as well. Okay, firewood is being produced again, so that's good. Oh, we made money. Alright, so that was pretty fast. That's good. So we're gonna get them a 4th horse, so that things are just gonna be a bit faster. And since construction in general is working, we're gonna build another trading post. You're gonna swim in money. Again, I'm not worried about the farms not producing at the moment. We have bigger fish to fry. Now see, this food has already improved. And we're also now going to build another granary here. That's going to serve that market. And this granary, yeah, they should not be handling any ale. So since you're producing ale, we're gonna build another granary, or one granary for... Oh no, we're not, because we don't have any timber left. You know what? I'm tempted to just demolish this and rebuild it. See, we're producing timber again. We have planks. So yeah, we're gonna demolish this. We're gonna rebuild it. Yeah, just commit to that. I don't know whether you had 24 retinue. No, you had 5, okay. So let's speed that up. Because then you can actually start charging taxes again. Okay, so logs coming in. Planks are, of course, being used. These oxen are still, yeah, just glued in place or something, but that's okay for now. We're just not gonna worry about that. With the saw pit. Alright, so saw pit should definitely always work with a reserve. And then just tell them to not produce any more than 50 surplus, that's fine. Again, food is fine. Rubble stone is going down, but that's okay. Okay, so again, you're making money. The manor should actually, hopefully, be built fairly quickly now that logs are being produced again. Okay, this should not have any wool, and that's okay. What else? Okay, so no trade for mortar. No trade for rubble stone, it's just not needed. Your maintenance issue should be better very soon. And I think 1 will be enough in here. They should be on normal maintenance. This should be on normal maintenance. And then, yeah, we're gonna build a separate granary just for ale. And then we're gonna clean up those fields as well. Okay, so see, construction is working. We're gonna give this highest priority. I feel like the Manor Lords Biffa at the moment is kind of funny. Okay, so again, they're producing stuff. All this is fine. You can juggle around the families as well, of course, but I don't think that's absolutely needed at the moment. Trading post is almost there. Woodcutter, of course, is still struggling. So let's get that to high maintenance. And wasn't there another one up here? I think there was another woodcutter somewhere. Yeah. Alright, let's get that on normal maintenance as well. Did you turn off the maintenance by any chance? Not certain. But I'm not sure that I've ever seen a building with maintenance turned off. Right. Okay, but this is coming along. You are making money again. It's all... I mean, it's not going great, but... Oh, look! Your oxen have moved. I fixed it! Too bad we kind of missed the moment, but yeah, they moved. I'm fairly certain that the reason why they were stuck had to do with the manor construction being stuck. Not certain, but we did delete the manor and now the oxen have moved, so I'm fairly certain that that's connected. And I'm sorry for deleting your walls, but I don't think you really need the walls. Yeah, I'm counting that as a success already. So you're making money again. We're going to reshuffle, or actually you can reshuffle all the families into the businesses that you want, but I would definitely reduce the field sizes here. And have them no larger than half a Morgan. And also set up the work area for each of these. Because otherwise they're gonna run around like crazy and be all over the place. And let's do the same here. I'm not gonna restaff the farmhouses. You can do that yourself. You can also reduce the field sizes yourself, but because the field sizes are so large, you practically had like nothing in production as your harvest. So there we go, your manor is back. So, oh my god. Oh my god. No wonder you people are unhappy. Okay, well, you have enough influence, but I guess you want to probably go for the other region. So 10% tax will be quite enough. And then as you make more money, you can actually start buying the trade routes for the stuff that you're trying to sell, which is like large shields here. Maybe let's, well, actually not start with that because the price is already going down. So let's let's start with small shields. Yeah, let's establish a trade route for that. And since this is built, let's also get traders in there just to get your trade going better. And get someone into this granary, and they're going to serve that market. And of course they're also not going to do any grain. They can do honey and herbs. I don't have any issue with that. And everything else is going to be turned off, and now we can, well, not quite yet. Alright, now that we have money, we can buy some rubblestone again. So let's import up to 20. So that we can do that. And this granary is not gonna do any food. They're just gonna do ale. And we're gonna find the family to do that in this logging camp, because now we don't need 3 people in that anymore. So they can do that, but no market stall. Okay, so that's looking good. Storehouse is fine. Yeah, they should probably not move tools either. You should probably build a storehouse just for, you know, whatever construction material you want, and just separate that and turn off everything else. Okay, the raiders, are they gonna come for... Oh, they're gonna come for you. So hold on, just gonna have to defend you real quick. Rally them, rally them, rally them, and rally the few ones that we have here as well. I'm gonna spare the retinue. Alright, let's try to not wreck your village. Alright, we're gonna line them up here, stand your ground and shield wall. We're gonna line up our archers behind them, and we're gonna have them spread out. They can also go there, and they can go here. Oh no, I'll just go there. That was quite a few. There you go, almost. Alright, so successfully defended against the raiders. We're gonna disband them. Okay. I actually think we lost no one, so that was pretty good. The weaver... Yeah, you have so much wool. And you have 1 tailor with 2 people. Yeah, that's okay. And wait a second, your tailor... Okay, they are... Okay, but if your tailor is set to produce woolen clothes, I don't quite understand why they're not working. Hopefully they're gonna start now that things... Oh no, you set this to 0? Okay, turn that off. So that's why they didn't produce any clothes. You'd set your limit to 0. Well, that's not good. So now you should see, because you have so much yarn, you're gonna see... There you go. There's your clothes. So that issue is taken care of. Let's have a look at the butcher. So they're supposed to produce mutton. Okay, we need someone in the church. Let's unstaff them real quick. Okay, and so let's have a look here. Leave 40 planks, that's fine. And I think maybe it's enough if we tell them to just produce up to 100 shields. Yeah. You can clean up the rest on your own, I suppose. Let's get them another horse. Let's see, you're making money. The manor is built. This can go to normal maintenance again. Storehouse is fixed. This is fixed. Timber will pick up soon enough as the logging camps continue to do their work. The oxen have moved. I did turn off your charcoal kiln. So, yeah. I guess that about solves most of the issues. I think we should be... Yeah. We should probably set this to 80 so that the butcher actually has a chance to do something to produce mutton. And we're gonna import 8 horse. You should have actually 4 more traders. Yeah, another 4. So you should have at least 12 traders, I think. But yeah, overall, decrease the size of your fields, but the issue is fixed. You're welcome.